Good afternoon. Today is the 1st of April and yes, it is April Fool's Day, but there's not much foolish stuff going on here at Gilks Garage at Kineton. Gilks have this lovely Comma Cob. I think this is the late 50s one. We've probably seen this before. They've got that out the front, which is nice. I'm not here actually just to have some lovely lunch. They do some very nice lunches here. I'm actually here for the fuel power gathering. You'll notice that we will be skipping over on this first car because we don't talk about diesels on this channel, viewers. The Mayor of London and the Council Leader of Birmingham and all their friends around the country with the clean air zones and ultra emission zones have meant that we cannot talk about them, so we shall not. So fuel power gathering today. Most of the cars are out the back, but there are some out the front here today. This very nice 1998-1999 Nissan Skyline R33 just turned up. That does sound rather delicious, I must say, viewers. There's also a TVR owners gathering going on as well. So some of these cars aren't here for the fuel power gathering. Can't talk about that Audi anyway. But this Nissan Elgrand 2003, I don't think they ever sold these officially over here. Was that got a beige leather interior, viewers? Ooh, yes it has. I do like a nice beige leather interior. The Autek, okay, that's the sort of Nissan tuning company at the time, the Rider Edition. Interesting. Got this Fiesta here. Is this an Eco Boom? No, it's probably the 1.25 Zetec. I have driven one of those. I have one of those actually on sensible second-hand reviews back in the day. I sourced one for a client as well. Right, look at some TVRs. This one here looks like a Chimera to me, and complete with beige leather interior. It's even got wood in it. Excellent. Yes, a Chimera 450. I'm not sure what year this is. Judging by this other Chimera 450 though, be about 1997, 1998. Yes, TVR's own sort of dash design and wood and everything. Excellent. This one's got kind of the flip paint on it, hasn't it? That's nice. Does it also have a beige leather interior, viewers? And yes, it does. Little button on the bottom of the mirror to let you in. And then a much older TVR here. This is one of the kind of wedge TVRs. F registration, so 88, 89. Got the Capri Mark III style door handles on it. Ooh, that's got part beige leather interior as well, and wood. And sort of an interesting selection of sort of switchgear and things. I think that's the stuff off the Lamborghini Diablo, isn't it? And the Morris Marina. And those rear lights are off something as well. I can't remember what those are off now. But yes, that's interesting. This BMW here, I'm afraid we can't talk about that. I imagine probably we can't talk about this one either, so we shall continue. Yeah, it's cuttingly deep. But, oh, no, can't talk about that one either. Okay, we'll talk about this Chimera then anyway. Yes, a Chimera Jubilee in 2022. Excellent. This is a 450 as well. With a V8. Very nice. Oh, an M135i. Yes, I've driven an M140i. I imagine it's similar to this. The M140i I drove, which was this generation of 1 Series, it was very fast. It had 420 horsepower. They don't have as much as that as standard, but they are quite good fun. And then we've got a 2001 Peugeot 406 V6 Coupe. Justin, who's had lots of cars on my channel, including the Toyota IQ that everyone seems to complain about. That's one of Justin's family's cars. He's got several 406 Coupes. Most of them are V6s, and he's got 7 of them. The one that I drove was not this one. It was a blue car. It had been originally a Peugeot press car. That's on Sensible Secondhand Classics from April 2021. That seems to be very popular actually at the time. It's very nice cars to drive those. And more Chimera action here. Do we have a beige leather interior with wood? Yes, we do, viewers, of course. This is like beige leather interior heaven here. We're very much enjoying ourselves today, viewers. Very, very much indeed. Then we've got this Gritton 540. I imagine if that plate's anything like the age of the car, it'd be around 1995. Ooh, we've got a colour-coordinated interior. That's sort of more cream though than beige, I'd say. Another Chimera 550. Gosh, sorry, 540. Sorry, 450. I can't say things properly today, viewers. I do apologise. That one, yeah, 97, 98. Another Chimera here. This one maybe not same as the others. Oh, the best interior ever. Beige leather interior with green bits and wood. Yes, viewers. No traction control, no sort of nonsense. Just dark green as well. Very nice. And then we've got this Golf Mark II G60. Yes, with supercharger. I can't remember if they even officially sold these here. Certainly there was no right-hand drive version of these. This is a left-hand drive one. Big bumper facelift for the Mark II. So this will be 1990, 1991. Is this just... That's really weird. GTI, left-hand drive, and it says G60 on the front. Something funny going on about that, viewers. Maybe somebody can tell me why. Much later GTI here. This one is... Ooh, GTI Club Sport S. Okay. So this is a Mark 7.5 Golf. Doesn't look too bad, actually. I don't know if that's for facelift or not, actually. Tracelift came in early 2017, so it could be. And then we've got, of course, 'cause it's a fuel power gathering, we have a Sinclair C5 with trailer. I saw that Sinclair C5 in the back of a K12 Micra, actually. It's interesting that you can carry your C5 in the back of a K12 Micra. Also got this brand new Suzuki Swift Sport. This is the mild hybrid model. I've driven the non-mild hybrid model of these, and they are, to be honest, quite good fun. They're quite nippy. This has got a little bit less power than the older ones of this generation. This will be about 127. I think these older ones are 138, but they're still really great. Nice 6-speed manual in these. A little bit of a firm ride, but then you'd expect that. But yeah, it's brand new, which is nice. Where is Constable Bailey? He's around here somewhere. This is his MGTF. This was actually on the channel in 2020. It's on the channel absolutely ages ago, and it's a very, very, very nice car to drive. They are good. This is in superb condition, this car. It's just the TF135. It's nothing particularly unusual as far as these go, but it's very, very nice. I really like this, actually, particularly in trophy blue. Another car that I've had on the channel before, this is a 2000 Rover 25 GTI. They only made these for about 2 years. They sort of became, later on, the MG ZRs, really, the ZR160 in particular. This has a slightly lower powered version than the ZR160. They are very good to drive, although the only thing I would say about these, I don't tend to get on very well with the driving position of them. That don't tend to be particularly comfortable for me, and some people have said that, but overall they are pretty nice. They're very good fun. They're very rare, actually, to drive by GTIs. And then we've got this 1995 Rover 820 Vitesse Sport Turbo, which has just been bought from the CCA auction at the Practical Classics restoration show, which actually was last weekend. And it's beautiful. It's been really well looked after. I can't believe the price that Dan, who now owns this car, got this for. It's unbelievably affordable car. I didn't think you could get these for less than about £4,000, but apparently you can, and one right here. And I'm looking forward to having a go at this one at some point, so that should be fun. Also, another car that I've had on my channel, this 1973 Rover P5B Coupe, owned by Signor Latorre, who is a regular visitor to Gilks Garage, as you can see. Actually, when the review was filmed, which was last summer, this was filmed right here. It was filmed just over there in that corner. This car's had a bit of work done to it. It's had some new brakes. It's had some new rear lights. They're all working better than they were when I drove it, so that's good. A very, very nice kind of brown leather interior, and you do feel like Harold Wilson when you are driving it, because it is absolutely amazing. So we've got the challenge cars here from a thing that happened earlier on in the year when they drove 3 cars of less than 1,000 cc's, would have been bought for less than £1,000, 1,000 miles, in the aid of Crohn's disease. This is a 2008 Daihatsu Sirion 1 litre SE that we're going to be having a go in a little while, viewers. Let's make sure I can get through here. Just about. Yeah, so that should be fun. We like a bit of no budget reviews action, don't we, viewers? There you go, the 1,000 challenge. Also on the 1,000 challenge was this 2001 to 2 Smart. I don't know if we're driving that, to be honest. I don't get on with Smarts too well, viewers. And then this 2003 Seat Rossa, which I was going to drive this today, but I don't think we're going to be able to actually get this out and back in time. So we're going to have to leave that one, which is a shame, but I can drive that another time. We've already had a Rossa on my channel anyway, so it's not so bad. So I got this this Ibiza here. It's very similar to the one that I drove actually back in when was it? 2021. I drove one of these, and it was pretty good. But it's just sort of like a previous generation Polo, really. That's you know what they're like. And then we got Mr Coleman's Vectra here. This is actually a 1998. It's a V6 Vectra. This one. It's an Arctic Special Edition. It's very rare. I think this is the only Arctic 2 Special Edition actually left in the country, and it is very fast. It's surprisingly fast, which is really strange. It doesn't look it, but it is. There's the 2.5 V6 badge on it. About 170 horsepower in these. It's an automatic. It's got quite a sort of weird spec because it's based on an LS, but with a V6 engine and some alloy wheels. Essentially, what the Arctic 2 was. Very late. Sort of pre-facelift for the Vectra Bs. I think this is like December 1998, so just before the facelifted one came out. But yeah, actually quite nice to drive, which is a surprise. Then we've got this RS Clio here. This I think is a Mark IV from memory, which I have driven. I've driven a Mark IV, but it wasn't this. It's a 1.2 with a normally aspirated engine, which is very slow. And someone's just turned up in, I think this is a Tuscan. It's one of the last TVRs ever made, I think, actually, this one. When they had their own particular engine in them. And, you know, those look pretty good to me. We've got the sort of swordfish vibes off that one. Right, let's see what else we can find. And we've got this Mark III Fiesta. It's got Belgian plates on it. This will be quite a late one. It's actually got airbags and things. It might even be a Fiesta Classic, which was what they were sold as after 1995. We've also got another Mark II Golf GTI here, 16 valve. The bumpers on this are not the correct ones for this era of it. They should be smaller ones. This is a big bumper model. We're taking off a big bumper model. Ooh, and is that an E36 M3, viewers? Got some real sort of parking problems around here today. It's often the way. No, it's not an M3. It's a 328i actually, 95, 96. There's probably see plenty of those when we go to Retro Rides Weekend the next month. There'll be a ton of those, won't there? What's that? Tucson, and then Mark V GTI from 2007. I think that's the first one to sort of kind of. Be with this quite as much as more desirable shape. I like the shape of these more than the Mark IV, but they do rust a bit, unfortunately. So the Sinclair C5 is having a little bit of work done. It's amazing that a lot of these components on here, including the drive wheels, are actually plastic. Obviously these days it probably would be as well. Right, I think that is enough from the fuel power gathering here at Gilks Garage in Kineton. The fuel power video itself will actually be up, I think, probably before this one. So if you've seen that already, then that will be why. So thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, and we'll see you again soon for more incorrect information.